Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with Mystic Gen Mara, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho, and tonight I would like to I did one of these in December and I figured I'd do another one since I have another deck that's ready to go. We'll do an unboxing of my newest Oracle card deck. Last month was a tarot deck. This one is by Carolyn Mitchell. It's called the Dragon Path Oracle deck, and I'll have a link in the description if you're interested in that. And most of the links in the descriptions of my videos, if you click on those and purchase through them, that actually helps support the channel a little bit, so that's why I do that. And it gives you an option to pick up a deck if you're looking for it. So I saw this one on Amazon and I just thought it looked really cool. We have our usual little booklet here. This one has 140 some pages in it. They have, let's take a peek here. We have the Earth Dragons, the Galactic Dragons, the Grand Master Dragons, that sounds fun, and the Guardian Dragons, and it looks like there's 33 cards in this deck. Is that what that says? Doesn't say. Should say. But in here it says looks like there's 33, which is a good number of cards, I would think. And then there's a little introduction by Carolyn. And then we have Dimensions and the Dragon Clans. What's interesting is the amount of dragon clans there really are. I've been kind of obsessed with dragons for most of my life. And you start off with like, ooh, you see Pete's dragon. And then you start building on that, and it's like George and the Dragon or a Dragon Heart, and you just keep going. Well, the amount of clans really is pretty large. My personal set of them is about 10 or so. But within that 10, there's many other clans as well. But Dragon energy is exceptionally powerful energy. And that's why I like to use dragons in my personal work, as well as it's starting to morph into some of my other work as well, which is awesome. And with this book here, they also give you a little history of dragons, what you can use like for mystic purposes and meditation. Then we have like the month ahead spread. She gives the 4 seasons spread, and then they have the spiritual seeker spread, which is a 7 card spread. And then you get into the descriptions of the dragons themselves, which is, we'll head into that here in a second. As I said, I saw these on Amazon, and I just kind of glanced at some of the pictures, and I fell in love immediately. Yeah, there's only like 30. Wow. These are really shiny cards. Let's catch my ring light here. Like, they're super shiny. But the first card is Balance, which I have to say I absolutely love that card. Look at the yin yang at the top. Very powerful looking dragon. And then we've got Harmony, very much red lovey dragon there. And I won't show all of these because you can have some exploration with that too. We have Father Time, very ancient time dragon here. What else do we got? We got Peace, Confidence, Magic and Manifestation. We all need some of these dragons in our lives right now. Keep those New Year's resolutions going strong, right? Let's see, we've got Emergence. What do you mean? We're all kind of emerging from our holiday funk at this point. We're getting back into the swing of semi-normal life, I guess you'd call it. What else we got? We have some grace. We always can use some grace in life. I love this deck so far just from the colors, and these cards are exceptionally shiny and smooth. We have Lord Cthulhu, Master of Dragons here. And then we've got, Merlin the Dragon. Well, that's going to be my favorite one so far, just because we've got Merlin and dragons tied together. We've got a Serene Dragon, an Illuminaire Dragon. The Philosopher. He looks dark and mysterious, sitting there with his book. And then we have the Healer, which I'm finding more and more people tapping into healing energy, and I think that that's because we're being called from a very, very powerful place to start healing our own wounds, our family wounds, our inner child wounds, but also by doing so, we're helping heal the planet. And as I say that, there's Gaia. And we have the Divine Feminine, and we have Hearn, the Stag Dragon. Well, that's kind of an interesting version of the dragons. But I've had this deck because I have a process and all. Like I said, I'll do a video on that eventually, of how I introduce myself to a deck and how I start working with them. Literally, I opened this one on the video here. So we'll just take and do a random card pull. We'll shuffle it real quick now that we've seen what the cards look like. I'm not one of the... I shuffle a little different. I don't shuffle like I'm playing cards. When I shuffle my decks, it's just a personal thing. It works best for me if I don't do that. When I've done that, the decks tend to get a little grumpy with me. So I do my own version of shuffling. And we'll just pull a couple of these dragons out here and see who wants to talk to everyone today. And what I'll do is I will give my immediate intuitive responses, and then we'll look them up in the book and see what Carolyn has to say about these dragons, because we gotta check everything out and make it clean here. So we've got our 3 dragons pulled. We got our little book. I have a small workspace for my desk. So first dragon, we've got the Philosopher right off the bat. Dragon is telling me this is a study time. This is a time to look for wisdom and knowledge, digging into texts. Maybe it's that book that you bought that's metaphysical healing, something along those lines, sitting on your cupboard or on your bookcase that you just keep putting off. And what this dragon is saying right now is, it's number 25. Go pick up the book, start looking through it, maybe even turn to page 25 because that's his number. See what information comes up there. But that's what my first impression that's coming in from him. Let's take a peek at... This is a Grand Master Dragon. So these are very powerful dragons. The Philosopher is... The wise old dragon is all about learning and the direction in your life. This can be in your 3-dimensional physical world or on a metaphysical spiritual level. He shows up when you have been considering taking up a new study, whether you are returning to or continuing with formal education or undertaking personal or spiritual development. He says, once is never too old or young to learn. Set your sights high, reach for the stars, for you have much to gain from and to reveal to your learning partners. So it's not just about you growing, is what this is saying. It's actually saying, as you grow, you're also bringing other people along with you. So this particular dragon is super cool. He has a particular affinity with the stars and constellations, and is often associated with people learning the old arts, astrology, scrying, divination, and magic, as well as science. So she actually puts little quotes in here from the dragons themselves. For example, you have been putting it off. This is from the dragon. You have been putting it off, that which you want to learn. Your self-doubt hinders you from following your passion and your true path. Your affinity with the old arts is the starting point of your journey. Take this as notice that you should follow that which you seek with your heart, for only then will you truly tread the steps of your destiny. That's a pretty cool dragon to pop up for a random pull for this. We also have, interestingly enough, Father Time. And this dragon just, there strikes me as there's so much power and wisdom there. There's knowledge. With what we're doing, just kind of pulling random cards, this is also saying this is the right time for you to hear this message. It's also the time for you to follow your intuition. There's something that has been sitting in the back of your mind, kind of boiling, simmering away, and you're not quite sure if you should do it. This Father Time is saying, now's the time to move that to the front, decide if you're going to do it or not. So let's take a peek at what Father Time has here. This one is number 4, so we're going way back in the dragon department. So instead of a grand old dragon or Grand Master Dragon, we are the Earth Walking Dragons is where he sits. And it is Father... I'll just let you look at the card, not me. Father Time is probably as old as the universe itself. This commanding, wise old dragon will aid you in the constant chatter of your mind and just be. His presence supports grounding and brings focus to the moment. His aim is that we let go of linear time, for it is a man-made concept. His energy helps us to enter the void, which is particularly useful in meditation. Don't hang out there. You can go through, figure out what you need to do, and get out. The void is not the place you want to be all the time, just as a heads up. The dragon says, now this moment in time is a gift, which is why we call it the present. Allow all time to stop. Break your habit of clock chasing, because in reality there is only the now. Let yourself sink a little deeper into the abyss of quiet stillness. Let go. The man-made concept of linear time is illusionary. It only serves to fuel the doubt in your life. I am here to guide you to be more tranquil, to be fully present in this now moment. So that's kind of a cool dragon to just pop up for what we're for a unboxing here. And our last dragon is number 30, the Delphin Dragon. Let's see where we fall into this one. Okay, so we are in the Guardian Dragon. So this is the level of dragon that is a protector. So what I'm getting from this one, sorry, I want to look at it. The Delphin Dragon is showing this is a time for protection, but the protection is emotional. We're talking, what he's showing me is protecting your deep emotions. You have the water, you have a whale going on over here. And what this dragon is saying is it's time to tap into the deep ocean of power and wisdom that you carry, but it's also a time to protect those who are closest to you that you feel an emotional connection and binding to, and really pay attention to the beating of your heart is what this dragon is telling me. So let's see what she has to say. The dolphin is the etheric counterpart of whales and dolphins. Well, that's pretty cool. The whales are Earth's record keepers, and the dolphins are spiritual ancestors. They carry the blueprint of our spiritual existence on Earth. This wise old dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depths of his being. And let's see what's the quote here. From the dragon is, the water of Earth can cleanse or maim, support life or take. You too are faced with similar choices. You can choose to heal and be healed, or swim in the riptides and, well, not be healed. Neither is wrong. It is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and as a human you must, and as humans must, your race makes mistakes on occasion, poor decisions, but that is all part of the learning experience. It's time to forgive yourself and move on. So we have some interesting little dragons here. We've got the philosopher saying maybe this is your call to action, get back into your studies. Father Time saying that the present moment is really all you have, so this is do what you need to do now. Future's not promised, the past is already over. You can play with the timeline because linear time is not exactly as firm as most people think, and you can look even back to Einstein said that. And then we have the Delphin Dragon, which really tapping into the heart of situations, the depths of existence, and understanding the underlying themes of what's going on. So this is I'm really looking forward to using this deck more. This deck might just happen to make an appearance in some future monthly readings in the second or third quarter of the year. Haven't quite decided which part yet, but we'll get there. So if you enjoyed this, please drop a like on the video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit that alert as well so you'll know when I go live or drop new videos. And comment down below if you've ever used this particular deck. It's the Dragon Path Oracle by Carolyn Mitchell. And let me know your thoughts on that. And I will let you guys go. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you in the next video.